It's a boy Dwayne, so I'm Blaze, you know the name, time, face, place, all that. How gambling ruined Offset's life. Alright, it's all over, Mr. Offset. Go back to the trenches, my boy. I'm joking. Like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, let's go. Tell her you seen, by the way.
Hey man, when you win so much money, you don't know what to do with yourself. This fell asleep at the table with 250.
When listening to Offset's music or following him on
Sleeping in the streets, shaky warrior.
social media, you're given the impression that he has all the money in the world. The reality is that there are several people that he owes a lot of money to.
Has $15,000 of her money.
Yeah, I need to look that up.
So we're definitely recording everything. We're definitely getting everything because we're gonna get this money.
I need it.
For my money, I swung that 5. You know how I get. He gets popped. Not us two dicing each other. He gets popped straight to the casino. Goes not. He get another loan for like 2 bands.
Bad news for
2
Offset.
bands.
He's facing
Offset loading 2 bands out here. 2 bands, bro. Offset, I thought it was Rari's climbing up the wall. What happened to all that, bro?
major financial troubles for his unpaid tax balance. They're saying it's past 2.3 million. Oh man.
Leading many to conclude that Offset is actually broke. But to see how
Should have stayed with Cardi, bro. Should have stayed with Cardi.
true this is, let's break down all of these incidents, starting with the rapper who first fueled this narrative, Lil TJ.
Why this Offset? Offset broke. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That broke.
In January of 2025, Lil TJ posted this screenshot of a fiery exchange of texts he had with Offset.
I'm gonna be mad if I got more money than Offset. Cause I'll be like, bro, Offset, come on, bro. This can't be you.
TJ wrote, "Not gonna lie, I'ma slap the ish out of you." Offset called his bluff and told him to meet him in New York right now. TJ was in Miami and wrote, "I just want my 10." While streaming, TJ was asked why he dissed Offset and broke down exactly what happened.
You know it's real when somebody's just asking for their money and you want to fight them and they're just like, bro, just give me my money back. That's all I want, bro.
Tell y'all a true story.
What you mad for?
I ain't got nothing to do with that shit in the casino. He was popped. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He popped, trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction.
Addiction?
And then
A
says,
what?
yo, he just popped. He calling for cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you pop. You waiting for some bread? Waiting for my money. I swung that 5. You know how I get. He gets popped. Not us two dicing each other. He gets popped straight to the casino. Goes not.
The big takeaway from this conversation was that Offset supposedly had a serious gambling addiction, to the extent that he was asking for money from random people.
He get another loan for like 2 bands. I don't even take my loan. I'm like, that's Offset. I'm good on my money. I'm worried about this. I got mad, bro. I definitely run off for 5 bands. He pops for the next band. He get 2 bands. He get a band from a random lady. I swear to God, I don't know who.
A random lady.
He's like, yo, thanks, ma. He pops that.
Bro, I would be so mad, bro. If I saw Offset in the casino and he asked me for a band, I would just be like, Offset, brother, please say this ain't you. This is gotta be a clone, bro. Like, I thought this was drip water, ice trays. What happened to all that, bro? Nah, Offset, not like this.
Throw another 5.
Oh,
So I see like 13 bands in loans. I don't know who
Oh,
I paid
no.
back that day. You feel me? Bro, where's my mother that ducked me for so long, boy? And mind you, I'm 23. And this is Raindrop, Drop Top, Cardi B husband.
By March, TJ clearly had not been paid back and posted on Instagram, "I can never be broke like Set running off making smoke over lunch money. I'ma have to smoke on 100 streams for it to get to all that." Offset responded to this with, "Let's hit it on live. I'll fly to you. This ain't gonna stop you fell off allegations." So TJ argued that Offset was broke, while Offset claimed that TJ was clout chasing.
What would you rather be? Falling off or broke, bruh? I'd rather be falling off, bruh. Broke is just too tough, bruh. Broke got you looking crazy. Falling off, people can clown you. But if you still got money, what can they really say, bruh? You know? But if you're just broke, bruh, it's tough, man. That's too tough, dude.
Another interpretation could be that Offset had finessed TJ. What TJ got wrong was that Offset was Cardi B's husband. This was no longer the case, and during what is their ongoing divorce proceedings, another story came out which further fueled the narrative that Offset was broke.
So TMZ exclusively broke a story that Offset is asking for spousal support in his divorce from Cardi B. So they say that the rapper filed an amended divorce response earlier this month, and he is now asking that Cardi B pay him spousal support. He does not request a specific amount in the documents.
And this
is why, as a black man, don't cheat. Because as a black man, when you cheat, it'll come back to you, bruv. It'll come back to you, bruv. Offset was busy tricking off on all these other little Tudors, running around the city with them. He had a wife, a superstar wife. All he had to do was just raise his seeds, sit at home, and enjoy the ride. Nope, he couldn't do that. Now look, Offset. It all went so wrong, bro.
It was a move that raised a lot of eyebrows.
But I don't understand why men need spousal support. Because what are you using the money for? If the man had primary custody of the kids, then I would understand. But then in that case, it would just be child support.
He's gambling.
I don't understand what do you need spousal support?
But once again, Offset being broke is just one of many interpretations of what could have happened or could have been happening. Another theory was that Offset was being petty. Shortly before this announcement, Cardi was spotted partying on a boat with her new boyfriend, Stephon Diggs, an NFL player. And there's always been this...
That's the crazy one. When she looking back at it and he's smacking that ass? Oh, nah, that's terrible, bro. Please, hands out there, if you ever want to get revenge on me, please don't do that one. Because, bro, I might have to pull out the blickster and make it rain. I'm joking, guys. I don't condone violence.
Kind of one wishes they were the other relationship between NBA and NFL players, professional athletes, mainly for those two sports, and rappers, with them envying each other to a certain degree, them wanting each other's chicks, etc. They kind of compete.
But I would never want to be an athlete as a musician. The problem with an athlete, bro, there's not enough freedom as an athlete, bro. As an athlete, bro, you gotta be training, working out 24/7, eating healthy, getting buff. I'm not saying these things are bad. I'm just saying, hey, in order to keep my job, bro, I have to do a lot, bro. As long as as a rapper, bro, I don't know about nowadays, but as long as I make 5 tracks, bro, that's pretty much it, bro. However I make that 5 track, it doesn't matter. As long as I make the 5 track, I pull up to the show, that's pretty much it, bro. That's a nice way to live, bro. No, I must be training. I must be getting hurt. Injuries. What? It's too much. NBA. It's too much.
A much more plausible reason.
It's not worth it, bro.
He maybe did this for leverage.
He responded through his attorney and said that he's only doing it because they're trying to just put him over the coals and asking for every single thing that you could possibly ask for.
Oh, really?
That's what.
Oh, so we're not hearing that side of it. We're just hearing this. Okay.
Yeah, we're just
that makes sense. You gotta fight back.
And if his objective was to annoy Cardi B,
the white man sometimes
Twitter
too smart.
Clip suggests that he was more than successful.
Yo, you such a word to my mother. I want you to, but I want you to slow. Yo, I want you to slow in the bed.
Coincidentally, both Cardi and Offset were set to release albums later that year, and this news story conveniently kept them in the headlines. In August, Offset released his third solo album, Kiari, which reached number 16 on Billboard and number 5 in the hip-hop and R&B charts. And these numbers prove that Offset was at the very least still somewhat relevant. So if he was broke...
What do you mean somewhat, bro? You still relevant, bro. My thing is, if you're on Billboard charts, you're still relevant, bro. We must stop saying that. No, you still somewhat, bro. Like Billboard charts, come on, bro. Hot 100 is 100 artists in the world, or Hot 200 is 200 artists. I mean, if you're in the top 200 artists in the world, then you're relevant, bro. I'm sorry, like I don't know how else to put it, bro. How can we say you're in the Billboard but you're not relevant? You're somewhat relevant. How? Alright, guys, this is not fair.
It's only been temporary. However, it's clear that this album did cost a lot of money and it didn't spawn any hits. Unfortunately so, because the song Bodies with JID was a great track. However,
Bodies and the song with Ghana, bro. Why people overlook that song? That song is nice. Shorty, your baddie, she belong to me. That song is fire, bro. What?
Cardi went on another rant on Twitter Spaces and explained why their divorce had taken so long and just how deep Offset's financial troubles were.
Stop saying, oh, but you're still married. No, I'm legally separated. The only reason why I'm still married is because somebody wants me to pay for the taxes. Y'all want to know the tea? The only way I can get out of my marriage is if I pay for somebody else's taxes, even though I pay for my own, and give them one of my properties. I'm fighting for that. I'm gonna fight for that. This is not no love.
Cardi's comments suggested that his tax bill was significant, and in October, the exact figure was revealed.
Bad news for Offset. He's facing major financial troubles for his unpaid tax balance. They're saying it's past 2.3 million.
And this is not like Lil TJ where he can just not pay back the money.
And while Cardi B is not named in any of these filings, what happens when you don't pay your taxes? It could be, it could seize properties, liens. This is not good, especially when they're battling it out in court over certain homes. So this can get really wild.
Adding to his woes was the fact that almost a day after this news story broke, Offset dropped his mixtape Haunted by Fame, which made headlines for all the wrong reasons. For the first time in Offset's career, this project failed to reach any spot on the Billboard 200 albums for that.
Okay, then we can start to say, now you're not really relevant anymore, bruh. If your album's not even hitting the Billboard 200, bruh, as Offset, then something is wrong. I won't lie.
So this also pushed the narrative that Offset had fallen off and was now broke, what he used to call Lil TJ, just a year prior. But once again, there's another side to the story. Offset said that this mixtape was released to get out of his deal with his label QC, or Quality Control. And because
how does that explain that nobody listened to it? That has nothing, it doesn't matter. You can release anything to get out of your deal. Doesn't mean it has to be shit, bro.
He was leaving, both the label and Offset did very little to promote it. This also marked the end of a turbulent relationship Offset had with the QC label and their CEO P, who was the guy that discovered and really put on the Migos. Offset has claimed in the past he had to pay millions to get his rights back. But what really reignited the Offset is broke allegations was something that happened in early 2026. The Instagram model. This is a lot of men's poison. This chick, Selena Pav, realized. For whatever reason, they just cannot leave her alone, bro. There's always that one chick in hip hop that everybody knows is bad, but they can't stop messing with her, bro. Selena's one of them, bro. But notorious.
I don't understand.
Rap. Do we even want to call her groupie? Exposer? More like that? Went on her podcast or her friend's podcast and claimed that
but I get it.
Too was owed a lot of money from Offset.
I get why they like Selena. As a rapper, you get why you like a Selena, but you never cuff up a Selena, bro. No. Once you do that, my boy,
And this is not just another allegation. Here you'll see some similarities to what happened with Lil TJ, along with even more skeletons coming out of Offset's closet. Before we dive in, it's important to know that what Selena Powell says should be taken with a bit of a grain of salt. There may be there nugget of truth, but it's not uncommon for Selena Powell to exaggerate, because if you guys recall, she originally said that she was pregnant with Offset's baby whilst Cardi B was pregnant and dating Offset. And this caused a huge scandal for Cardi B because Academics was close with Selena Powell and also close with Cardi B, and she being Cardi B was phoning Academics and constantly telling him, this girl is ruining my life by lying on my man. And this was back in 2019. So when she reached out to him again in December 2025, where they somehow linked, she was probably just as surprised as we were that Offset followed her on social media and replied.
So randomly, he found me on Finsta. Mm-hmm. So, I had to do a little 1-2 to dig. But anyway, Finsta, and I was like, oh, you're not going to like who this is, but I come in peace. I'm so sorry for our past, because 5 years ago, for the people who don't know, I faked a pregnancy with Cardi B. And
you faked a pregnancy with Offset,
and the whole with Cardi B.
Finsta is when somebody has a secondary Instagram account that they only share with a small number of people.
I think everybody knows that, no?
And Selena started messaging on Instagram, and one night, Selena received an Instagram call from Offset at 4 a.m.
Their podcast is called Two Girls from Mars. Interesting.
So it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up to him Instagram calling me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what's up? And I thought he was just like, so I was like, okay. But I can't f you. I'm on my flow. So it's like, what are we talking about? He was like, yo.
What a thought.
I need a favor. This is a test.
Wait, let's not skip over that. He told her he still needed that. He still needed that.
Yeah. Oh. So he was like, I need a favor and this is a test. I was like, okay, what? He was like, how much money can you get or are you by? And I was like, I have I sent him the video, all that money that I have in my safe.
You're rich.
And he
Selena rich now, bro. She's one of the ones who made the starting thing work out, bro. Like, we actually hit millionaire status off the thottery. Shout out to her, bro.
called me. He called me back, and then he was like, bring all of it.
So Selena might have assumed that this was some kind of emergency, but this turned out to not be the case.
So then, he takes me into the casino. He's like gambling. He's losing. He's playing the slot machines. It's getting late.
I won't lie. In the casino, if you need to really run it up, bro, the best thing you can do is just play like a couple $100, $500 hands of blackjack. That's the only thing you can do, bro. Once you start going to $1,000, $3,000 hands, I promise you, it's all gonna go over. It's gonna be all over.
Wait, I'm like, I'm tired. He was like, oh, come on, let's walk you to your car. I go to my car. I suck his. I don't even know if I told you this. He's like,
You see, it's just so like. You see, this is the problem with chicks like this, bro. Let's keep it honest, bro. Chicks like this are a fun time, but it's like you're ashamed about the fun you have with them. The fun you have with them can only be in secret. You cannot tell anybody what you do with that chick, because they'll be like, "You doing that with her? You know she doing that with him, bro." But it's like, bro, sometimes on a cold, lonely Wednesday when you got nothing else, bro, when no other hand will entertain your nonsense, bro, you're just like, hey, bro, I know she go entertain me, if anyone else.
I suck his. He was like, wow. And I was like, I gotta stop. Like, I'm
in the car? I didn't know it was in the car. That part was left out. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I sucked his in the car.
Wait, so he got the money and then he sucked his. Okay.
That's fucked up too. Like, how you pay him to slop him up? That's crazy.
Assuming all this is true, there's a clear power dynamic, I guess, where Offset can ring her at 4 a.m., get her in bed with him, and provide him with huge amounts of money. So, is he PIMPing? What's going on? The co-host then asked a question that was on everyone's mind.
Wait, but let's talk about, though, how much money did you give him?
$200K, I'm sure.
So I thought I only gave him like 10 or 11. When we were arguing, kind of, he was like, bro, you think I'm going to stall you on like 15,000? I was like,
No, he was going to get the money back. There's no way. There's no way that you would do that. Why would you do that? You wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
you wouldn't come in and ask me to bring you $15,000 and not pay back.
Offset could brush this off as Selena lying about him again, but she shared some receipts. Here's a text exchange between Offset and Selena where Offset asked her if she loves him, and when she says yes, he says she's lying. Offset then says in these messages that Selena is going to cross him one day, which doesn't take a genius to find out. But Selena claims that Offset gave her no other option other than to expose him.
He said the bank was open tomorrow. Oh. Tomorrow came. It's 8 a.m. He's on my phone. Bring me more. I was like... He was like, do you love me? I said, yes.
Yo, Selena's an idiot, bro.
I swear to God. Mind you, when we talk, though, it's going to have, I want the screenshots. So.
Yo, he's a master manipulator, bro. Look at all the question marks, bro. You lying. What's wrong? Bro, he just wanted cash, bro. This is like what females do to males, bro. But it's because Offset is rich and famous, he can do it to other women, bro. As a female, you can get this off with many guys, bro. But the other way around, you gotta have motion for that.
I said, yes. He said, bet. Bring me that money. So, okay.
What a dog.
I said, can I wait like an hour if I'm tired?
Bring me that money.
He said something, but I honestly just closed my phone and went to sleep.
Offset allegedly lost all of his money in the casino, but promised to pay her back the next morning. However, the power dynamics are once again at play in the next morning.
I got you. I think he said, like, I got you. Come get it. I drive to the casino. Oh, no. Then I think that's when he said, get a room. Yeah, I was on my way, and he said, get a room.
He said, get a room.
He said, get us a room at the Hard Rock. I look at the Hard Rock app, and, the Hard Rock hotels, they're all sold out. So I was like, babe, they're all sold out. He's like, okay. He sent me a hotel to book, and then he was like, okay, book that one. I was like, bro, I'm not doing that. It was only like $300, though. But still, I was like, I'm already down. It? No, he booked it. Okay. He ended up booking it. But he was like, okay, because I only needed my ID when I went there, and it was a problem. Anyway, I go to the hotel. He's like, at 4, meet me. I said, okay. You know I'm on time. 4:01, I'm in that hotel room. Waiting.
Bro, she on time, too. Look, again, this is why I said I understand why rappers like Selena. But do not, I just suggest, do not go that way. But if you do dare, my son, I just say do not cuff her. That's all I ask. Do not cuff her, do not impregnate her, do not, because, bro, that will be one of your biggest regrets ever, bro. But if you want a little fun time on a lonely night when the girl you really want won't answer your phone,
you at? Oh, I'm at this event. Okay.
that's what you got to deal with sometimes.
6 o'clock.
It looks good, but
get you some food. I'll be there soon. Okay.
I don't know.
Go to the bar, have a little drink, FaceTime my friend, get drunk with her on FaceTime.
Looks for Mars too.
Went in the room. I was like, okay. I post on Finsta. I'm bored. He's like, okay, Daddy's coming. I said, okay. 12:30.
She's sexy alien.
Comes. Knock, knock, knock. Comes in the room. Why he literally gets in the bed, takes his pants off, and just is like.
You're lying. I don't believe it.
I swear to God.
This is not happening.
I wish I was lying.
This
babe.
is not true.
I wish. He just got in the.
Selena's like TMZ as well. Okay? Remember when TMZ started? It was just fake news, fake news, fake news. And then TMZ realized, nah, in order to survive, we have to be the realest news ever, man. This is like Selena, bro. I feel like now she's just an exposer. She just keep exposing people. So that's why I feel like she's telling the truth, honestly.